Hey guys, it's the OC with Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters. The question of the day is this: is CeeDee Lamb the best wide receiver on the Dallas Cowboys? Let's go. So guys, let's jump right in to this topic in question. And there are several things I'll lay out in this video that I really want you guys to pay very, very close attention to if you talk about CeeDee Lamb being the best wide receiver on the Dallas Cowboys football team. Is he? We'll get to that question in a little while. You have to watch to the end of the video. But let's lay out a couple things about CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb is what I call a transcendent work ethic guy, number one. Number two, CeeDee Lamb has exceptional hands. Number three, CeeDee Lamb has elite run after the catch capability as a wide receiver. On from that, there are many things that you can say about CeeDee Lamb that really make him fantastic and great. But the question is he the best wide receiver? And I really want you guys to listen carefully to that question, because the question is not, is CeeDee Lamb the fastest wide receiver? Is CeeDee Lamb the best route runner today on the team? But is CeeDee Lamb the best wide receiver on the team? And wide receiver, in my opinion, is a combination of a lot of different things. Not just size, not just speed, not just route running, but also there are key components that are detailed character components that make up players and ultimately determine their performance. And so CeeDee Lamb, what I see with him is a lot of tenacity. I see extreme work ethic, I see attitude, and most importantly, I see the ability to inspire people. Similar to Dak Prescott does the whole team in the wide receiver room, and when he makes plays, the whole team gets excited. You saw that same type of aura, and I'm not comparing him to him yet, but I'm saying you saw the type of excitement with an old number 88, Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin would catch a 4-yard out for a first down, hold his hand out, stretch it out, first down. And hundreds of thousands of people went wild. People on TV went wild. If you watch the Cowboys when Michael Irvin used to play, you went wild during that time, because Michael Irvin's energy and his ability to inspire those around him made him the best wide receiver on the team. I'm not saying that Michael Irvin was the fastest. He was not. Did he have the best hands? You arguably could say. Did he run great routes? Definitely you could say that. But Alvin Harper was a faster wide receiver than Michael Irvin. But nobody saw Alvin Harper, as the top wide receiver. It was always Michael Irvin and Troy Aikman. So similarly speaking, when you talk about a CeeDee Lamb and you talk about his ability to inspire people, and really what I'm talking about here is leadership, the tenacity, the work ethic, the desire to be great. I see that in CeeDee Lamb more than any other receiver on this team. And I know the argument. A lot of people think that, hey, this is disrespect to Amari Cooper. And it absolutely is not. Because Amari Cooper is a fantastic receiver. He is world class in terms of God-given talent, the ability to get in and out of breaks and explode and separate. Absolutely. In terms of what I see in the NFL, Amari Cooper is second to none in some of the things that he's able to do as a wide receiver, physically speaking, right? So if you break them down and compare them, this is no disrespect to Amari Cooper. The question that is CeeDee Lamb the best wide receiver on the Dallas Cowboys? So let's just kind of break them down and look at them a little bit by the numbers. Because what we used to say when I played was, hey, the eye in the sky doesn't lie. And the stat sheet, it can lie on some levels, but it gives us a really good ideal and a baseline to really explore and evaluate these two players and see the differences and how they complement each other as it relates to the Dallas Cowboys. So if you look at CeeDee Lamb's numbers versus Amari Cooper's numbers, you'll see that last year, CeeDee Lamb averaged roughly 12.6 yards per reception versus Amari Cooper. He averaged roughly 12.1 yards per reception. We see also that in terms of total yardage, that Amari Cooper had in the neighborhood of 1,100 yards, whereas CeeDee Lamb had around 864 some odd yards, somewhere in that neighborhood. So you saw higher productivity out of Amari Cooper during CeeDee Lamb's rookie year. You also saw, and this is very, very important to balance statistical data, you saw a much higher number of targets, okay, to Amari Cooper versus CeeDee Lamb. You also see that Amari Cooper played almost a third more snaps than CeeDee Lamb played this past season. 721 snaps for CeeDee Lamb, 933 snaps for Amari Cooper. The snap average per game, listen, this is really important as well when you talk about statistical data. Amari Cooper averaged 13 more snaps a game than CeeDee Lamb. What does that mean? It means that Amari Cooper has had the bulk of the opportunity. Now, when you talk about just raw data in terms of productivity, yeah, we understand that last year, I don't believe this will be the case this year, that Amari Cooper drew the top corners. But there were instances where CeeDee Lamb was matched up with number one, number two corners, and he won. And there are also instances where Amari Cooper was not being guarded by the top corner on the opposing team. And yet he makes plays as well. So here's a really, really important fun fact. Points per 100 snaps. Because now we get into production and the ability to really make plays that impact the game. Points per 100 snaps. 19.9 points for CeeDee Lamb versus 15.5 points for Amari Cooper. So those are just some differences. No knock on Amari Cooper whatsoever when you talk about that. But let's look at also how they're being utilized, right? We see that CeeDee Lamb played a lot in the slot. Now in camp, he's being played all over the field, the X and the Z and the wide receiver. He's all over the place, right? Amari Cooper is primarily an outside receiver. And so you see a little bit more versatility. And so you also, if I look at differences, I would say that CeeDee Lamb has stronger hands. I would say that at this point, Amari Cooper runs the better routes, absolutely. But I would say that the gap is being closed quickly in terms of footwork. The ability to separate, right now, I'm going to say Amari Cooper separates better. But the ability to come clean and to get open right now on the team, it is being closed, and I would say it's comparable on some levels between the CeeDee Lamb and also Amari Cooper. The gap is being closed. When I say hand strength, the ability to catch the ball underneath duress, I would say they're close, but I'm going to give the nod on this to CeeDee Lamb. And when I say run after the catch, that means that you catch the football and you're able to do something with it and not go to the ground and to break tackles and be an open field runner. Hands down, I'm giving that to CeeDee Lamb at this point. So there are some nuances and things of that nature physically that are different, and also some are similar, some are the same. The ability to be inspirational, I'm giving that right now to CeeDee Lamb. He inspires his teammates. He creates excitement. He gives almost what we saw of the Dez effect on the crowd being excited, chanting his name, waiting and sitting on the edge of their seats for him to make a big play. And when you say best wide receiver, it is the combination of a lot of components, not just the physical component, which is what I want everybody to get. But let's look at a little bit of more data when you talk about the opportunities, okay? Amari Cooper, when Dak played this past season, was targeted 52 times. He had 37 receptions. His receiving yards was 401. He had one receiving touchdown. versus CeeDee Lamb was targeted only 38 times. He had 27 receptions, 10 less, 412 yards, 2 touchdowns. So those are key components that you want to look at. Now, projected into this year, Dak Prescott is on record with being super impressed with Amari Cooper and his development. We see the sand workouts. We see the tenacity. We see the highlights from training camp. Him consistently being in positions where he had to make a play, even sometimes against tight coverage and him coming down with the football. So when you look at this receiving core, we have some great pieces. Gallup, Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb being the top 3. But is CeeDee Lamb the best wide receiver on the Dallas Cowboys? You heard it from the OC. This year, yes. By the end of the season, CeeDee Lamb will be considered the best wide receiver on the Dallas Cowboys for all the factors that I just explained. And his skills in terms of his footwork and his desire to be great, not just his natural ability, because the natural ability he's beat by Amari Cooper, but the desire to be great and the consistent dog mentality and work ethic is the thing that will separate him. Amari Cooper's fantastic, but the reason why I say that CeeDee Lamb will be the best receiver on this Dallas Cowboys team is because CeeDee Lamb can do more. He can play, he's gonna play more positions. He's gonna be effective, I predict, everywhere they put him on the field. He's gonna be a great punt returner as well. And he's gonna be an inspirational leader on the Dallas Cowboys. If you like content like this, like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to comment. Follow Boss Cowboy Sports on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And you can follow me and hit me up anytime directly at Twitter, the OC100, the OC100. All right, so until next time, don't forget to like and share and subscribe on this comment. Comment if you like it. Comment if you don't, no problem. It's the OC. I'm out. I'll see you next time.